Hey, good evening, Map here, Map Investments, bringing you another video on the economic news, market trends, stock picks, you name it. Crypto, always in tune with the markets on a daily basis and trying to make a buck in this environment. The headlines keep talking about the Russian invasion of Ukraine. And I guess the markets just I guess the Fed stepped in here today and just bought up the market. Dow Jones up 2.5%, 834 points. S&P up 2.24%, 95 points, and the Nasdaq up 1.64% to 13,694. Small caps were up 44.92 to 0.25% to 2040. So yeah, the headlines is about Russia, and they're in there. I think they're watching the news tonight here. I think they're in the capital now, and they're moving forward. So Dow Jones up 800 points. These are the headlines here in CNBC. CDC relaxes COVID guidance, allowing most people to ditch masks if hospitalizations remain low. They talk about here cybersecurity stocks because of cyber attacks from the Russians in the cyberspace sector. I took some pictures today. I took a picture today of some of the winners that they were talking about. Palo Alto Networks at 562, Fortinet at 320, Cloudflare at 108, which is ticker symbol NET, Okta, Northern LifeLock. Also, Zscaler was down huge today. Really down today, Zscaler. So those are some cybersecurity stocks. There is a couple ETFs. I don't know from the top of my head, but you could just Google them. Biden names his Supreme Court justice. I watched Miss Brown speak, and I must say she did give a nice speech from what I heard. Very professional, very humble. She seems spiritual. Nothing but good things from that lady. I really liked her demeanor and her words. So if she is the next Supreme Court justice, God bless her, because I really liked what she had to say. So the new SEC short sale rules would force investors to submit updates each month. That's another headline. Omicron BA2 subvariant is more contagious and can reinfect people, studies show. What else do we have here in the news? The news was basically heavy on the Russia invasion. That's a serious problem. The market shrugged it off. In my personal opinion, you sell the rips. That's just my 2 cents. I think you have to sell rips. I think we're entering. Right now, we are in a correction. Let's pull up FizBiz. I like this little website. Bank of America. I think it was Bank of America. Is investors should sell into any rally. In the stock market, as 76% of the Nasdaq enters bear market territory, Bank of America says. And I tend to agree. I tend to agree with them. I think you need to be in inflation hedges. I think we're in for stagflation. Let's pull up FizBiz here, because it gives you like a little futures performance guide, which I like to look at. Futures, and then performance, and then we're gonna go. Let's just go year to date for this year to date. So the Nasdaq's down 13, but the Nasdaq had a 6% turnaround yesterday. Plus, it was up today another 2%. So we did enter basically bear market at one point this week, which is classified as 20% or more. Right now, 10% is basically correction territory. Correction, pullback, whatever you want to name it. But bear market is after 20%. And we hit that in the Nasdaq. I'm not sure if the Russell got there. So yeah, the Nasdaq's down 13%, Oats down 9, Russell down 9, S&P down almost 8, DAX down 7.6, Euro down 7, Nikkei down 6, Sugar 6, Dow Jones 6, bonds 5, 10-year note 3, orange juice 3, feeder cattle 3, 5-year note 2. Then everything else is pretty flat. And then the biggest winners are ethanol, the VIX, gasoline, lean hogs, oil, palladium, natural gas, soybeans, wheat, soybean meal, corn, platinum, cotton, to round out the bunch. The crypto market, Bitcoin was actually up today to almost 40K. Let me collect my candies. Still haven't bought anything. My little candies. The global market cap up to 1.8 trillion to up 4.6% right now. Bitcoin hovering almost at 40K and Ether trying to get back to 3K. XRP up 11, Luna up 10, DOT up 10. It looks like some green here. Atom up 11. FTM up 16. So going through this, the first 50 seem to be pretty good. Everything's green. Yeah, there's a lot of buying in the crypto market. Why not? Interest rates are still at 0, and inflation's at 7+% by government standards. So yeah, so God bless the crypto traders. They are having a bounce in the cryptos. I haven't been studying the Explorer. I just been working so much. I haven't had time. But like I've said in my prior videos, I'm just sticking to GBTC and the Ether Grayscale ETF, which I'm holding both, and they're doing crappy. Not good. On the trade front, another good day today, up 6.85%. I actually filled a lot of trades. I did 67 trades today. And I rounded, adjusted, and almost got to beta weighting my portfolio, and I almost got to basically neutral. I'm not neutral. I'm probably long about 60-50 deltas, which I could just sell one micro contract and basically be pretty flat. We'll see how the futures open Sunday night. But I'm not liking, I don't know if it's a dead cat bounce, but we have the Fed, and the Fed's going to start raising rates. And we'll see. The big debate if it's still going to raise 50 or 25 basis points. But, you know, we have horrendous inflation out there. Here is the SPY chart. The 200-day is 443. We closed at 437, up from 410. So basically straight up 27 points on the S&P. So we shall see if this is the dead cat bounce. It's possible. On the weekly, you get a bigger picture of the trend, and right now you got basically, I think that's what they call a hammer candle, getting back to the 50-day moving average on the weekly chart here that goes back all the way to the beginning and end of 19 and 2020. So this chart goes back about two plus years. You can see that sell-off, bam, when the pandemic hit us. The S&P was trading at about 3 at about three. I want to say 3. I wish I could gauge this. It doesn't let me. I would say about 340, close to three, a little bit less than 340, probably 330, 320, more or less. And then boom, it went all the way down to like 2020, 100 plus points. And then that's when the Fed came in and printed trillions of dollars. And you notice that the Fed comes in when there is problems. Either it's the how. Okay, so in 2000 they came in when it was the dot-com bubble. They came in and Alan Greenspan cut interest rates and he created this euphoria. And then we had the housing bubble of 2008. The housing bubble crashed, everything, economic crisis, and the world was going to end. And then we printed trillions of dollars again. And then it's never ending. So now here we are. We have, supposedly the end of getting to, supposedly the pandemic is toning down and things are getting better. And now we have war with Russia's having a war. Let's look at the cues. But right now, before in all these situations, inflation was always under 2%. But now we have inflation running at 7. And everywhere you go, people are talking about inflation because inflation is it's not fun. Yeah, I mean, it's not. When you're paying, horrendous prices for everything, for housing, for rents, for cars, for food. Here's the Nasdaq. And actually, the 50-day is sloping down, and it might even cross over the 200-day here on this daily chart that goes back basically. Let's see, about 6 months, more or less, not even. Yeah, 6 months. Let's go a weekly, and it's similar to the actually on the weekly. The Nasdaq is under the 50-day, and we have another hammer candle, I think you want to call that. I'm not too savvy with the names of the candles, but let's see, hammer candlestick. You see, that looks like a hammer. I thought a hammer was bearish. That's what I thought. The hammer is bullish, reversal pattern that appears long bearish trend. Let me see if it shows. I love this stuff, as you could tell. It's always good to keep studying. I mean, I don't really pay attention to this, but it's always good to know them. See, that's what I thought. Potential reversal here. You see, inverted. Okay, so maybe it is a bullish hammer. I guess when it's on the top of the wick. Whatever. It's still under the moving average. If you look at the thing, it's still under the moving average. So, we shall see. And on the weekly, that was the weekly. On the daily, it's getting close to that 200-day, that 50-day. The IWM, this is just to get a big macro view of the indexes. Let me see here. But when you do probability trading, you're selling stuff way out of the money at higher probabilities. So, but you just want to have a general idea. See, now here on the small caps, the 50-day did cross a 200-day. And this is the small caps. And then let's look at the Dow Jones. Dow Jones. And that's the Dow Jones. They all look similar. On the watch list, so let's take a look at so interest rates went up and the 10 years at 203. Money left the bond market and interest rates went up. So obviously people sold the bonds, interest rates went up, and the money went into risk assets like Bitcoin and the stock market. They actually sold gold and metals. They make me sad when they do that, but that's a good time to buy. Dollar was down more than 0.5% to 96.54, and Bitcoin up to we talked about cryptos almost at 40K. There's a little bit up now on the after hours. Gold sold off down 87 cents to under 92 bucks. S&P up almost 100. Gold down 36. Wah wah wah. Now gold hit 1976 in the early morning on Thursday and then sold off completely. And we gave up a lot of the gains. But I have a feeling that we're going to see gold come back here. The environment for gold is all the fundamentals are in place. Back in the day when gold made its high of 1900, the Dixie went from $1.20 more or less to down to 70. Now we have the dollar at 97 almost, and gold is at highs. So gold is going up with the dollar, and we also have interest rates which are going to start going up, and gold is at highs. So this is just this gold trade. You're going to see gold much, much, much higher, a lot higher. And I think you really need to be, if you're in techs, I'm not saying there's not undervalued tech out there. You got to be diversified, but you got to keep your eyes on these commodities because inflation is rearing its ugly head and it's completely out of control. And I don't think the Fed can do anything about it. I honestly think they can't. Hogs down, feeders were up, and cattle was pretty flat. Small caps up 45, copper at 450. I know Freeport McMoran was up huge, and we'll go to stock bar chart and look at the stocks before I sign off. Nasdaq up 225 to 1491, and the Dow Jones up almost 1,000 to 34K. Nat gas hovering about that 450 mark. Palladium sold off, but had been a big, and platinum pretty flat. Silver over 24, and in the last run up it was at 25.70. I think silver is also gonna show you a 30 handle in the future. Absolutely. Back in the day, silver, when we had our last run up in metals, it went, I think, from 5 to 50. Call me crazy, but I think silver in the future, you're gonna see silver at 100. That's my take on that metal. It should be there now, but it's being suppressed. And you could do that via the paper market, and that's what J.P. Morgan, some of these banks do, which it's been on the news and court and everything. The VIX down $1.20 pretty much, and all the grains got hit today, and I picked up some grains. They all got hammered. This market is wild right now. Let's take a look and see what the IVs are in these things. 50 on the corn IV rank, very high. Soybeans IV rank, at 33, not as high. And wheat must be through the ceiling. No, actually, wheat is only 24% IV rank. I don't know if that's accurate, but wheat big down day. So I picked up a couple of those. I have put credit spreads, which are bullish trades in the grains, and I also picked up some futures. Interest rates, like I said, went higher, so the bond sold off. ZN, the 10-year, and ZB. Actually, the long end of the curve, the 30-year was up. Interesting. And that is your futures wrap. I had a great. Oh, sorry, my dog's barking. I had a great week. Very active here at the end of the week, and we have the environment for it. I'm still down a little bit year to date, but I have all the confidence in the world in my ability and my approach and my systematic system that I have in place, my mechanics, that at the end of the year, I will be up. And I've done that for the past 2 years, and I put a lot of trades on, and I have full faith that I won't get caught, and I make sure that I bait away the portfolio. Very important to stay focused and be on top of baiting waiting. And that's what caught me in the last time. Good thing is I trade small. On the stock front, for the most, and we'll call it a wrap here. On the stock front, I mean, for the most part, everything was up. Why is it doing this to me? I'm already a member of this thing. Logan, be quiet. Come here, Logan. My old pup. He's 16 years old. My old puppy. My old Logan. So here are the most active options. Everything was up. Square up huge. Amazon up huge. Cleveland Cliffs, like the name, up big. Up $2. What else here? Oh, why are you telling me? I already logged in. I'm a member. You guys know my password. Oh, jeez. Boy, Apple. Way to remember everything. Gotta love tech. Oh, why? No, stay here. All right, so yeah, let's see here. Nice day for Freeport McMoran, United Steel. Love those two. I have leaps in them. Calls out in time and Cliff. Don't get me wrong. I have tech. Don't get me wrong. I closed out AMD. Have a position in Nvidia, Facebook, Square. So I do have positions in tech, but I think the ones that are gonna outperform, although these energy plays, these miners, Beyond Meat. I actually sold a put in Beyond Meat. I sold a put in Beyond Meat. What did I sell? Let's see what I did in Beyond Meat. I sold the 35 put in April for $1.71 naked. I'm up $10. I actually day traded Foot Locker, made 30% on Foot Locker. I sold a put and then bought it back in the same day. I said, why not just take the profit? Big day for Lockheed Martin. It's a defense play. Chevron up big. Moderna gave up a little bit. I'll put credit better than that. Carvana bought Odessa's physical locations up huge. I don't know where those guys get all their money. I don't get it, but whatever. Etsy, I tried to close out Etsy. I couldn't, man. Could not close out Etsy. I was right there. It was at the mark and it didn't close. But I'm doing well in that position. Foot Locker, I scalped that for a trade today. Long Roku had a nice day. I'm still long. CCJ is a uranium play. I need to study uranium stocks. If you guys have any of them, pitch in down in the notes, comment, and let me know. I mean, I'm over 300 subscribers. Somebody could say hi. And I know Tejas is always saying hi to me. And telling me to do videos. Thank you, Tejas. But yeah, man, hit the like button and put some comments below. I closed out Alcoa. I'm long Hertz and Avis. Alphabet up big. Salesforce up big. Devon Energy up big. I like that one. Zscaler, I mentioned, they got hammered. That's a technology play. What else do we got here? Home Depot up a little bit. I closed that. Chewy up a little bit. DocuSign up a little bit. Palo Alto, I mentioned. Shopify, little bounce. That thing's been hammered. BTU, like that coal name. First Majestic is a silver miner. Not really doing much. CVS, I closed that. I broke even. But yesterday, on the down day. Yep, that's pretty much it. I don't remember. Well, I know Square was on the earnings front, and they popped. Foot Locker got devastated today. I did a little scalp in that one. Car Guru's a big. I don't know what else is there. Let me see in the earnings. This is today's earnings. Foot Locker killed this morning. Oh, I got long this stock. They do sand for fracking, silica, a lot of call action in silica. I got long. I did a zebra, which was, I'll show you. You could Google zebra, YouTube zebra, and I'll show you zebra trade. It's basically a stock replacement trade. And what I did was, and I'm up $23 on the trade. What I did was I bought 2 of the June 11 in the money calls, and I sold 114 call, and that netted me about 94 deltas, which is almost equivalent to 100 shares of stock for about, I did this trade for like about, I want to say it was $5. I want to say it was $5 from the top of my head. $5.39 was the trade cost. That's what I paid for, $5.39. So yeah, I did that. They do sand for fracking, and I think they're we're gonna need to, with everything that's going on. I think we're gonna have to produce more oil here, get more oil here in the country, with all these sanctions and all this global tension and demand for oil and the production cuts, and because of COVID and all that. So I think energy prices are going to head higher. I think oil will definitely hit 125 eventually and even higher. So that's just my 2 cents, and that's the way I will trade. So big day for Square. I'm long Square. Square is undervalued, and I really like the name, and I have a put credit spread in there, and I like them. I think they are very undervalued. Square says good fair value is 277, but it says possible value trap. But I like Square, and I have a position there, which is probably one of my biggest winners. Square, I'm up on Square, 1,900 on Square right here. Oops, what happened to my pencil? Square, hey, right there, Square. So good Square. I was a little nervous because PayPal hasn't been doing good, and but Square hit it out of the park, man. And I think that stock hit $80, if I'm not mistaken, man. It hit $80, 81, 81.50. Look at that on Thursday. That's huge. Back up to 120 plus today. Hit 123 was the high. Today was 120 the high. And it basically closed at the high almost. That's a 40-point swing on Square. Yeah. So, I'm long Square. I thought, it's one of the tech plays that I thought was undervalued, and, it paid off. I'm long Moderna. And I'm going to title this video Square, because Square is my biggest winner in my portfolio. And I'll probably take it off and reposition if the IV rank is still there. Coinbase, I need over 180. Beyond Meat, I did a put. Moderna is undervalued as well. I have a put credit spread. Etsy, another big winner, which I did my video. I was at the mark. I didn't close my position. I didn't close it. Maybe I keep it on. But yeah, overall, great week. Still got a little bit ways to go. I think March will be a great month, and hopefully I can get back to even and start making some money year to date. But slowly but surely, we're seeing some wild swings in these markets, and this is a great trading market. Premium sellers are having a day because the IV rank and are high on most stocks, and the VIX is up there at 20, 28 more or less. And I think it's going to stay elevated for a while. I think with the Fed pulling back supposedly, because they talk a lot, but they don't act a lot because their balance sheet is still growing. Supposedly they're going to taper, and on the QE, they're going to cut back. But here is their balance sheet. I don't see them doing anything to slow down here. I mean, this is retarded. It's like $9 trillion. $9 trillion almost. Is it 9? 8.6? No, 9 trillion almost. So when are they gonna stop? These guys are the guys that are creating these asset bubbles, the stock market bubble, the real estate bubble, the car bubble, the crypto bubble, you name it. There's a bubble everywhere. Food is out of control. These guys are the ones that create inflation, and it's ludicrous. It needs to stop. I mean, it's crazy. But anyways, you just gotta learn the options. I always harp on that. Learn the future products. Learn how to beta away your portfolio. You can go over here to Tasty Trade and pick up on what they have to say. They have good courses, or even in TD Ameritrade, they have here in the little button Trader TV, and they always talk about trading in the TD Ameritrade network. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. I hope it was informational. I hope I kept you engaged in the video. Like it, share it. Have a blessed weekend. Take care. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next video.